going against Chris Clooney.
Right there, knocks the legs of Mathers and pulls the foul.
Another player that's been very effective the last few weeks for Timbers 2. Just going over there, August here. This ball goes out of bounds, thrown from Coutinho. Timbers 2 on August 3rd, 1-1 tie at home against Colorado Springs. And then I mentioned that 4-3 win against LA. That comeback, they were down 3-0. As we see Mathers, that ball crosses through the middle off Richards. Easily collected there by McIntosh. And on August 14th, the 2-1 win at home against OC Blues. But the last two games have been tough for T2. They went to Real Monarchs, lost 2-1. And then most recently, that 4-0 loss at Sacramento. Their next game is the 4th of September, this weekend, against OKC Energy. Solo with Arboleda on him. Easily the two fastest guys on the field here tonight.
It's really going to be a fascinating competition out there. You know, a lot of speed on the outside with Arboleda, and certainly Tolo is no slouch either. So it'll be fascinating to see how they employ Arboleda more and more in the game, get him involved, see if he switches up, see if he comes across the other side and gets more involved on the left-hand side, and see if he can actually find some opportunities against Fisher.
Arboleda scored their lone goal in Salt Lake against Real Monarchs a couple weeks ago. Had the game winner against OC Blues in Portland. Both those assists applied by William Bijev. Here's Schweitzer now. Nice read by him. Has Victor Mansoret behind Gallagher. Mansoret on the right-hand side. Mansoret now taking it to the end line. Crosses, but it's going to miss everybody and go out of bounds.
And those are those opportunities that Mansoret really needs to figure out. You know, if he's going to be this kind of established player in the USL, one of the better players, as you said, you know, number one, plays under 20, I think you mentioned.
Yep.
And he needs to, and he needs to find a way to kind of get a better end product. He does well. Schweitzer does what we talked about him doing is the engine of the team, nicking a ball, winning the ball, playing a nice ball into the channel. It's a good run by Mansoret. Those are the times where he has to execute on a good cross, find a player, whether it's across the face of the goal or a cut back to an oncoming attacking midfield player.
He's got 4 goals this season, was the team's leading scorer for a while, until Darwin Jones had his streak earlier this month and in late July. Had a couple opportunities last week against San Antonio. Couldn't find the back of the net, certainly. Looks like he'll get his opportunities tonight. Followed by Richards, can't be settled.
We haven't seen too much from Parra at this point. You know, we've talked about him coming in and trying to get fitness. He hasn't played too much, and so he come back from an injury, and then was coming back from Germany and with an off-season. So lacking a little bit of the fitness stakes. He talked about that. Came off after 70 minutes or so. Ezra Hendrickson made the sub in the last game, but he needs to get more involved. He needs to find the ball more. His teammates need to get him the ball and get him exposed. 1-versus-1 situations and more attacking positions.
Tino looking for Mansoret there. Delem comes flying through, lands awkwardly. Maybe a foul there on Bijev. Delem's still on the ground. Well, you mentioned, Danny, how long do you think it takes for a player like that that's new and just comes in, I mean, while the team is, you know, towards the end of the season to really get comfortable with your teammates? You think that would take a couple weeks at least?
It does, and we see the issues players have coming in mid-season. You know, we see Europe coming in a January transfer window. There's not many players who do well, and we saw it, you know, kind of throughout MLS. These players that come in the kind of the June, July, August period, it takes some time to bed in, especially when you don't have the fitness level that maybe the US players have, or the MLS players have, S2 players have in this case. It does take some time, and that's why preseason is so important. It allows players to spend some time together, try to get used to each other, and certainly the way they play.
Certainly a big run here from Marco Chong. Still going, O'Shong. What a run by the far post. Just wide. That would have been a spectacular goal by Marco Chong. 2 so far this season, including the winner late July. What a run from the midfielder here. Take a look at it again.
Strong, powerful player, runs through, steps by a couple of different players, left-footed shot, just misses the back post. And again, you know, talk about him and Mathers getting more involved in the offense. And certainly it's been a philosophy of Brian Schmetzer since he's come in to the head coaching position, is get more players involved, get more players in the box, and a good example of a powerful run by Auchan.
Voted number 12 in the 20 under 20s. We see good throwing, it looks like, for T2 there. Or I thought it was S2 throw. Ball was taken off Renico Clark. He is a real threat in the air, Renico Clark, captain of T2, but does occasionally get caught on the ball, hanging onto it too long in the back. He really seriously started playing soccer at the age of 15 in Jamaica, Renico Clark, so pretty impressive. He's at this level.
Very impressive. And Andrew Gregg talked about the goals they've conceded in a number of games have been from a lack of experience and players making, young player mistakes. And, those are the things that players learn from. You don't necessarily learn from the good things you do. You learn things from mistakes. And especially when you talk about Andrew Gregg coming in, telling him what to do and, kind of guiding him through the process.
Poor ball from Alfaro. Finds Bodley. Now Bichev on it. Bichev with the shots. Touched by Miller off the crossbar. It's a crossbar each now for both sides. Baszler. Way wide, but poor ball there from Alfaro. Actually has not gone off the field. Tolo's going to try and hunt it down. Arbaleda's there first. Now Parra on it. Parra on the run. Good pass to find Mansoret. Mansoret tackled. It's going to go out of bounds, and it's a foul.
Well, one of the things we haven't seen, we talked about Bichev, during the pregame, and he hasn't been too involved in the game so far, but a player like that, with that caliber and that experience, and I should say confidence, we talked about the number of assists he's got throughout August, and kind of showed his skill set there hitting the crossbar from a weak pass from Alfaro. That's how soccer have to be focused and concentrated for 90 minutes. It doesn't take much to do an errant pass like that, to get good players, and they can execute, and that could be the difference between a win and a draw.
Just kind of a cap on Bichev in his last month on August 3rd against Colorado Springs.